first question. Particle moves for 20 seconds with velocity 3 meters per second, and then moves with velocity 4 meters per second for another 20 seconds, and finally moves with velocity 5 meters per second for next 20 seconds. So particle is here, suppose that is. How much does the particle move? How much? Moves 3 meters per second? No, moves for 20 seconds. Okay, so here it moves for 20 seconds. With what velocity? 3 meters. So how much will be its displacement? See, here it's just given that the velocity is 3 meters per second. So velocity will be a constant. If velocity is given as 3 meters per second, then velocity will be a constant. Because its value is given and it's not changing. You can like nothing that it changes. Just moves from here to here with 3 meters per second velocity. So I think we have had this discussion that if something is constant, your velocity is constant. Correct or not? If something is constant, then average is also same as itself. Do you remember this? Average of a constant is same as that. Who knows formula of average velocity? Raise your hand. Yes, Billy. Very good. Delta x by delta t. That is equal to velocity. Did you understand this here? I am putting this formula. Average velocity is delta x by delta t. Okay. Using this idea, we can easily find how much is this displacement. So how much will be the displacement? Delta x upon delta t. How much time interval? 20 seconds. And what's the velocity? 3. So displacement is 16 meters. So this displacement A to B is 16. Similarly, in the next section, B to C, for example, how much is the time interval to go from B to C?
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Okay, what's the velocity over there? 4 meters per second. So what do you think is the displacement from B to C? 80 meters. Understood? Okay, then C to D. C to D. 20 seconds. Okay, then 100. Understood? Sure? Alright. So read the question. What do we have to find? Average velocity. Who is confident that they can now find average velocity from here? Raise your hand. What information check board for 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 60, 80, 100. Who can find average velocity? Okay, Niyati, how to do it? Louder. Delta x upon delta t. Okay. This is average velocity. So how much is delta x? So how much would that be? How much? Sorry? 240 upon delta t. How much is the time interval? So what will be the answer? Sit down. Well done. Clear? Sure. Okay. So that's the first question. Right? Let's go to the second one. Okay. Method is clear. See, the plan was always that to find average velocity. To find average velocity, you need the total displacement and the total time interval. So total time interval 60 seconds and total displacement 240 meters. Okay. Next. Number 2. Particle moving in a straight line covers half the distance with speed of 3 meters per second. What does it say? Covers half the distance. Suppose the particle is to go from A to B, and it covers half the distance. Suppose here is C. So this distance will be d by 2, total will be d. Okay, did you get this?
Yes.
Fine. Next, the other half of the distance is covered in two equal time intervals with speed of 4.5 meter per second and 7.5 meter per second. The other half, where is the other half? Is covered in two equal time intervals. So let's say that C to D, it took time interval T1, then D to B also took time interval T1. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Equal time interval. Got it? Okay. In C to D, how much was the speed? 4.5. So how much will be the distance CD? Can you tell me that? Similar to what we did here, we found these distances. Correct? Similarly, I want you to find CD. If time interval C to D is T1 and speed over there is 4.5, so how much would be the distance CD? Yes, Amma?
4.5 into T1.
Yes, 4.5 into T1. Who can explain why her answer is right? Okay, let's see. Yes, Mantra, you want to say something?
For saying the time is T1. So the the velocity is there into time. So it will be T1 4.5.
Yes, correct. That's right explanation. See, C to D, it is given that the velocity or speed over here, which is not changing. Okay, from here to here, always the speed is 4.5. Once again, if speed is constant, we can say that speed will be equal to average speed. What is the formula of average speed? D by delta T. Okay, so D means distance traveled, that is CD. Understood? And delta T means time interval, that is how much? T1. And how much is the speed? 4.5. So CD will be equal to 4.5 into T1. Did you get that? અરે એકદમ નાનો છોકરો જેવું છે નથી speed equal to distance upon time એવું કહેતા હતા ને and then distance traveled will be speed into time. Again, that is true only if the average speed and the speed are same, that is speed is constant, and here it is constant in C to D, right? In C to D the speed does remain constant, so we don't have to worry about it too much. So CD is equal to 4.5 T1. Did you get that?
Yes.
Sit down. So this is how much distance? 4.5 km. Did you get that?
Yes.
Sure. Similarly, can you tell me how much distance is dB? Raise your hand. Similarly, can you tell me how much distance is D to B? આવડે એવું છે ને આ જેવું C to D કરે તો D to B. સિદ્ધરાજ 7.5 into T1. Sure. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, of course. That's right. Well done. Sit down. Clear? Now what do we want to find? Read the question. Average speed. How do you find average speed? Total distance traveled divided by total time interval. So, do we know the distance traveled? Total. If this is d by 2, total distance traveled is d. Yes or no? A to b. Distance traveled is d. Get to the thing. Divided by time interval. Do we know the time interval? Do we know the time interval? How much is the time interval to go from A to C? Can you find that? What is the speed in A to C?
3 meter per second.
3 meter per second. The speed in A to C is 3 meter per second. Then how much time would it take to go from A to C? use similar ideas. How much time would it take to go from A to C? Speed is 3 meters per second. A to C. Distance is already shown on the board. Speed is given, and you have to find out how much time will it take. No one else? Anjali.
D by 6.
D by D by 6. How do we get that?
So, like here, speed is 3 meters per second. Distance is D by 2.
Okay.
We have to find time.
Yes, very good.
D by 2 only.
So A to C, speed is equal to distance upon time interval. Correct or not? Okay. How much is the speed? 3. Clear? Okay, let me just write it in the next. 3 is equal to D by 2 upon delta T. So delta T is equal to D by 2 into 3 means D by 6. Well done. Correct. Reason. Okay. Good done. So we know that here this time interval is D by 6. See, we are filling in the gaps. There are so many gaps. Still there is one problem. We don't know what is T1. We don't know what is T1. But we can find T1 easily using a simple idea. Can you tell me how much is distance CB? How much would be the distance C to B? Yes, Prisha? 12 T1. Okay, you are saying 12 T1. Is there any other answer to this question? How much is the distance C to B? 12 T1 is right. But we need one more way to write CB.
Then also D by 2.
Ah, very good. CB is also D by 2. Who can explain that? Except Prisha. Who can explain that? હવે બીજાના રીઝન્સ તમારે કહેવાના બરાબર ને એટલે તમે સાંભળશો. She said that CB is D by 2. એને આવડ્યું તો તમને આવડે. You all are of the same age, right? And you come from a similar schooling background. એવું તો કઈ છે નહીં કે હવે પહેલી જ વાર સ્કૂલમાં આજે આવ્યા અરે હા આવી તો હોય સ્કૂલ. એવું તો નથી ને? Yes, he is. Can't hear you. This is not my question. My question is this. Why D by 2? A to C and C to B are yes. A to B is D. This is half. So this has to be remaining half. Yes or no? Yes. Sure? Yes. Sit down. Well done. Well done. Clear? Yes. Everyone got this? Yes. Okay. So from this we can find T1. How much is T1? How much is T1? D by 24.
Yes. Yes,
જો તમને જે વાર લાગે છે ને બધાથી અહીંયા લાગે 21 equal to D by 2 માંથી D by 24 તો આમ fraction of second માં કોઈ આંખ બંધ કરે એટલી વારમાં આવી જાય D by 24 આવી જાય કે ન આવી જાય એટલે ઈ થોડું પ્રોબ્લેમ યાદ રહે. ઓકે so D by 24 correct. Now read the question again. We have to find average speed. So average speed we have to get the total distance traveled. How much is that? Average speed. Now this is from A to B all the way. D upon. How much is the time interval?
D by 6.
What's the first time interval A to C? D by 6. What's the second time interval? T1. But T1 is
D by 24.
D by 24. Okay. What's the third part?
D by 24.
Okay. કરો તો એડ ત્યાં સુધી આપણો લેક્ચર પૂરો નહીં થાય. ટર્ન this off.